Hello everyone, my name is Sam Winter, and today I'm going to be giving a speech on how black holes are formed and some cool things about them. Ever since the beginning of time, humans have always looked up into the sky in curiosity and wonder, because the universe is full of interesting things. But I think the most interesting thing of them all are black holes. I'm sure everyone has an idea of how these are formed, but today I'm going to be giving you the exact way that it happens. I love black holes. I love learning about them. They're super cool. And hopefully after this speech, you'll be inspired to, learn some more yourself and do your own research. Some points I'm going to be talking about today are the formation process and what that looks like. I'm going to introduce black holes and what those are, and then I'm going to talk about some facts and some cool things about them, such as time dilation and a black hole collision that we observed back in 2015. Now, for my first topic, a black hole is a space object that has such a powerful gravity that not even light can escape it. Sir Jack 2020. Two things can happen when a star dies. First, if it's a small star, it'll become a neutron star. But if it's a big star, it'll do what's called a supernova, where the star explodes and the core of the star, sucks in all of the matter around it, becoming infinitely dense to the point where it's so dense, the gravity is so strong that not even light can escape. Um, there are also supermassive black holes. They supposedly are at the center of every galaxy. That is not confirmed, but that's the theory that is going so far. The Milky Way galaxy has a supermassive black hole that is 4 million times bigger than the sun. And how these are formed is not entirely known, but we have some theories. First is two stars colliding, creating a massive star, and then when that goes through supernova, it would create a supermassive black hole. There's also the idea that all over billions of years, gas and matter form to create this massive black hole. And then the last one is two black holes colliding together to create a huge black hole. And there's another interesting type of black hole called primordial black holes. 13.8 billion years ago, the Big Bang happened, and that was the start of our universe. And when that happened, there's a 1 second window, just 1 second, where astronomers believe a black hole could have formed. And these are called primordial black holes. And in that 1 second, depending on if it was at the beginning of the second or the end of the second, the size varies from either being just a tennis ball like that big, or 100,000 times bigger than the sun. Stephen Hawking was one of the main scientists who studied these, and he learned that black holes they shrink over time. They get smaller. So the primordial black holes that formed 13.8 billion years ago, some of them could be gone by now, but the big ones are still out there, just floating around in the universe. Now that you know a little bit more about black holes, let's talk about some cool things about them. One thing that's really interesting is time dilation. In a sense, that is gravity and time are kind of interconnected. Depending on how much gravity is you being affected by, your time could be different from someone who has a different gravity. A great example of this is the movie Interstellar. If you've seen that, they explain it really well, and it's scientific. It's actually accurate. Basically, a black hole has insane gravity, and if you were to go, travel to one for let's say 2 days, a week, who knows, and you came back to Earth, it might be 100 years in the future, maybe more. Everyone could be gone. Who knows? But you experience time differently when you're near a black hole because the gravity is so strong. Another cool thing is back in 2015, we observed gravitational waves. These were first, theorized by Albert Einstein over a century ago. He said that there could be distortions in the fabric of space-time, and this was proven in 2015 when we observed those gravitational waves from a black hole collision that was a billion light years away. So 1 billion years ago, two black holes collided and sent out waves over the entire universe, and we just now, they just now got to us, and we just now observed them, and it was 1 billion years ago. I think that's pretty cool. In conclusion, black holes, they're super interesting. I love them. I love learning about them, and hopefully you learn something too and enjoy learning about them as well. just to recap the points, I talked about how black holes form and what that process looks like. I talked about, primordial black holes and what those are. Um, and then I talked about some cool things about them. And just to recap how they're made, just because it's the whole idea of the speech. It's either a massive star dying, gas and matter forming over billions of years, or black hole collisions, or two stars colliding to create a supermassive star. There's so many cool things to be learned about black holes, and there's still so much that we don't know. And, we're going to learn more in the future, and I'm super stoked about that. Anyway, I hope you learned something. Thanks for listening.